This week, Dr. Yost is reading Whistle for Willie by Ezra Jack Keats.
Thank you, Brooklyn. Whistle for Willie. Oh, how Peter wished he could whistle. He saw a boy playing with his dog. Whenever the boy whistled, the dog ran straight to him. Peter tried and tried to whistle, but he couldn't. So instead, he began to turn himself around and around he whirled, faster and faster. When he stopped, everything turned down and up and up and down and around and around. He's dizzy, he might fall over. Peter saw his dog, Willie, coming. Quick as a wink, he hid in an empty carton lying on the sidewalk. Wouldn't it be funny if I whistled? Peter thought. Willie would stop and look all around to see who it was. Peter tried again to whistle, but still he couldn't. So Willie, his dog, just walked on right past him in the box. Peter got out of the carton and started home. On the way, he took some colored chalks out of his pocket and drew a long, long line right up to his door. He stood there and tried to whistle again. He blew till his cheeks were tired, but nothing happened. He's still trying to whistle and can't figure it out. He went into his house and put on his father's old hat to make himself feel more grown up. He looked into the mirror to practice whistling. Still, no whistle. And there he is looking in the mirror. He's practicing, but he just can't get that sound to come out yet. When his mother saw what he was doing, Peter pretended that he was his father. He said, "I've come home early today, dear. Is Peter here?" His mother answered, "Why, no, he's outside with Willie." "Well, I'll go out and look for them," said Peter. First, he walked along a crack in the sidewalk. Then he tried to run away from his shadow. He jumped off his shadow, but when he landed, they were together again. He came to the corner where the carton was, and who should he see but Willie? Peter scrambled under the carton again. He blew and blew and blew. Suddenly, out came a real whistle. Willie stopped and looked around to see who it was. "It's me," Peter shouted and stood up. Willie raced straight to him. Peter ran home to show his father and mother what he could do. They loved Peter's whistling. He figured it out. So did Willie. Peter's mother asked him and Willie to go on an errand to the grocery store. He whistled all the way there, and he whistled all the way home. And that's the end of the book. So, Brooklyn, what did you like about that book?
I liked how he kept on trying and trying until he got a whistle out.
Awesome. Have you ever tried to do something in your life and it was hard?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you have an example?
With gymnastics, I do gymnastics, and I tried to do a trick, and I finally did it. So yeah.
Awesome. That's great. And today we have a special surprise for our viewers because we had an assembly today. Do you want to tell them about what happened at the assembly today?
Yeah. So there's these BMX that came from California, and they did some cool tricks on bikes, and one of them, they jumped over Dr. Yost.
I was a little scared, honestly, when they jumped over me. I trusted that they weren't going to land on me, but you never can be too sure. Did they have anything else for us in the assembly or just cool tricks?
They told about how you shouldn't bully.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, they talked about some good characters and bad characteristics that we can have, and being a bully was a bad one, right? What were some of the good ones? Do you remember?
To if you find something, then give it back.
Yeah, be trustworthy. Yeah, they shared an example. They were in Las Vegas yesterday doing a show, and they found someone's phone, and so they hung on to it until the person called, and they were able to give the phone back, and that person was super excited. And so they were examples of having good character. And that's something that we can always do at Diamond Valley, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Brooklyn, for helping us with the book today. And that's this week's read is Whistle for Willie. Thank you for watching.